Hi, Sean Hodarbino, Devil's Digest. I know that the absence of DJ Taylor did affect the return game on Saturday, but have you seen other issues aside from that mere absence that did cause issues in that department?
Well, with the fumbled kickoff return, we had a couple missed blocks, and which led to the returner being hit deep and contributed to the fumble as much as the actual fumble itself. We've corrected those things this week, and we've got a number of guys that have good return ability. And as we move forward, without DJ or with DJ, we'll continue to try to improve what's happening in front of the returner.
Hey, Sean. Chris Cartman, Sun Devil Source. The Eddie Czaplicki has been really pretty impressive in the first few games. I just wanted to get your thoughts about if you expected he would be this good this early, or what do you make of just kind of his performance so far?
Well, he's a good technician. He works at his craft daily. He's got a really good procedure. I think he's got a good base from how he's learned to do this. And what you don't know with a young player is how they're going to handle it mentally. And I think he's done a great job with the mental aspect of going in the games. You know, from the first punt he had was outstanding. And we talk about this being consistent every game, and really only as good as your last.
And in particular, his the precision that he has on pinning teams inside the 10 or so yard line. What enables that, do you think, with him?
Well, he's very efficient in his technique, and there's not a lot of wasted movement, and I think that helps him be consistent.
Michelle Gardner, Arizona Public. Coach, Zendejas is back, obviously, and you guys made the decision to go with him on the place kicking instead of Logan right out of the gate. So what kind of, was it, I think Herm said consistency was the big reason that you decided to go with Zendejas right away?
Yeah, we have gone with Christian because of his consistency. He has a tendency to make them. When we kick short field goals, he's the guy to do it. Logan's still a factor and has done well in the last couple of weeks in practice with the long field goal attempts, and so we've got options there.
So Logan would be the long field goal guy if you had like a 46-yarder or something?
More than likely. The win is a consideration there, and how they've kicked in pregame warm-ups. We take all that into account, but by and large, the long attempts would be Logan.
Coach Zach Keenan, Devil's Digest in the back. Tommy Hill was someone who we saw a lot of hype around during training camp. Hasn't seen too many reps on defense, but it seems like he's found a place on special teams, down in punts at the 1. How's his play been?
Well, he's a long, fast guy, and he's got a good skill set and is really good in one-on-one matchups. He's done a good job with the gunner. He's also done a good job as the off returner.
Yeah, Coach, going back to Eddie, can you walk us through sort of the recruiting process with him and what led to him coming to ASU?
Well, it was out of the ordinary because we were in the COVID year, and so everything was done via Zoom meetings and communications. And it's the first time that I personally have signed a player that I didn't see kick in person. He was well recommended by some of the top kicking coaches around the country, and that's what got us initially involved with him. And at the time, coming out of high school, you know, he was just as good a kicker as he was a punter, and also kicked off well. And having Turk here at the time, I really anticipated him being our kicker. And when Turk transferred, we decided to transition him back to just being entirely the punter. And that's kind of the way the whole thing has gotten to this point.
How has that felt for you, just his ability to step up in the absence of Turk?
Well, I think we've been productive from a number standpoint with the field position and the yardage and so forth, and again, it's a tribute to him and the way he goes about doing his trade.